Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, plant life cycle and alternation of generation. Plant life cycle and alternation of generation. The name of the topic is plant life cycle and alternation of generation. In plants, both haploid and diploid cells can divide by mitosis. In plants, both haploid and diploid cells can divide by mitosis. This ability leads to the formation of different plant bodies. Suppose that if meiotic division taking place, then haploid cells will be formed, and mitotic division taking place, then diploid cells will be formed. Haploid and diploid. The haploid plant body produces gametes by mitosis. The haploid plant body produces gametes by mitosis. If it is diploid, it will be produced gametes by meiosis. This plant body represents a gametophyte. This plant body represents a gametophyte. Gametophyte is producing gametes. Gametophyte is producing gametes. As they are producing the gametes, they are calling us gametophyte. Male gametophyte will be there and female gametophyte will be there. Male gametophyte produce male gametes and female gametophyte produce female gametes. So the plant body represents a gametophyte. Then this gametophyte is haploid. Gametophyte is haploid. Then mitotic division will be takes place and it will produce haploid gametes. Already the plant body is haploid only. So mitotic division will take place and to produce haploid gametes. If the plant body is meiotic, diploid. If the plant body is diploid, meiotic cell division will be takes place. As a result, gametes will be haploid. Whatever may be, gametes will be haploid only. Understood? Both the gametes will be haploid only. So the parent body, that is the gametophyte body, is haploid. Then mitotic cell division will be takes place and gametes will be haploid. And if the gametophyte parent body is diploid, then meiotic cell division takes place. Meiotic cell division takes place and the gametes will be haploid. Whatever may be, the haploid form, gametes formed will be haploid in nature. So following fertilization, male gamete fuses with the female gamete to form zygote, also divides by mitosis to produce a diploid sporophyte. So first male gamete fertilizes the female gamete to produce a zygote, also divides by mitosis to produce a diploid sporophytic plant body only. From that a diploid sporophytic plant body will be takes place because the division is mitosis only. Haploid male gamete fertilizes haploid female gamete to produce a diploid zygote. To produce a diploid, both of them are haploid, so they fuse together to form a diploid zygote. Diploid zygote. So diploid zygote undergo mitotic division or mitosis to produce a diploid sporophytic plant body. Haploid spores are produced by this plant body by meiosis. Meiosis, then haploid spores will be produced. This in turn divided by mitosis to form a haploid plant body once again. Thus, during the life cycle of any sexually reproducing plant, there is an alternation of generation. Gametophyte alter with a sporophyte and sporophyte alternate with a gametophyte. Between this alternation of generation is between gamete producing haploid gametophyte and spore producing diploid sporophyte only. Gamete producing haploid gametophyte and spore producing diploid sporophyte. So, alternation of generation is a new topic for you. Here, which generations are alternating each other? Spore producing sporophyte is alternating with the gamete producing gametophyte. Gametophyte is sexually reproducing plant is gametophyte only. Asexual reproducing plant is the sporophyte only. So there is an alternation of generation. If it is starting from gametophyte, this gametophyte, female gametophyte and male gametophyte will be there. They are producing their own gametes. This gametes fertilizes, male gamete fertilizes female to form zygote. The zygote is diploid, then meiotic division will be takes place to form sporophyte. Or this zygote is haploid, then mitotic cell division takes place to form the sporophyte. And again, this from sporophyte, spores are producing. These spores develop into gametophyte. Like that, these two generations are alternating each other. This is called the alternation of generation. There is an alternation of generation between gamete producing haploid gametophyte and spore producing diploid sporophyte. However, different plant groups as well as individual representing them differ in the following pattern. Sporophytic generation is represented only by the one-celled zygote only, one-celled zygote. Sporophytic generation is represented only by the one-celled zygote. Only one cell will be there. There are no free-living sporophytes. Meiosis is in the zygote results in the formation of haploid spores only. Meiosis in the zygote results in the formation of haploid spores. The haploid spores divide mitotically and form the gametophyte. The haploid spores divide mitotically and form the gametophyte. The dominant photosynthetic phase in such a plant is the free-living gametophyte. This kind of life cycle is named as haplondic life cycle. So first type of life cycle is haplondic life cycle. Sporophyte generation is represented only by the one-celled zygote. There are no free-living sporophyte. So meiosis in the zygote results in the formation of haploid spores only. So from sporophyte, first haploid spores are forming. The haploid spores divide mitotically and form the gametophyte. The haploid spores divide mitotically and form the gametophyte. The dominant photosynthetic phase in such a plant is the free-living gametophyte. This kind of life cycle is termed as haplondic life cycle. Many algae such as Volvox, Spirogyra and some species of Chlamydomonas represents this pattern only. I will show the diagram to you 3.7a. Haplondic life cycle, first one only. So haplondic life cycle. So starting with the gametophyte. Here gametophyte is haploid only. Single N is there means it is haploid. So gametophyte producing gametes, that is production of gamete is called gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means male gamete also producing, female gamete also producing. Then syngamy will be takes place. Syngamy means association of gametes, fusion of male gamete with the female gamete to form zygote. So male gamete N and female gamete also N only. So 2N are combining together. So zygote will be 2N. The zygote undergo meiosis. Zygote undergo meiosis. Meiosis to form spores only. Zygote undergo meiotic cell division. Meiotic means again it is converted into haploid. Only one N only. Spores to form sporophyte. Spores producing means it is sporophyte only. So zygote develop into sporophyte. Sporophyte only developing spores from the spores of gametophyte. So it is starting from gametophyte, that is haploid only. So this life cycle is called a haplodiplondic life cycle. No, haplondic life cycle. Haplondic life cycle. Why it is called a haplondic life cycle? Starting from haploid gametophyte only. So starting from haploid gametophyte, it produce gametes of male gametophyte to produce male gametes and female gametophyte to produce female gametes. That is called the gametogenesis. Production of gamete is called the gametogenesis. Afterwards, syngamy will be takes place. Syngamy means fusion of gametes will be takes place to form zygote. So as male gamete is with the haploid and female gamete is also with the haploid. Both of them combine together to form zygote. So zygote will be diploid only. Here see that the zygote is diploid. Zygote is diploid. And this from this zygote sporophyte will be developed. From this zygote sporophyte, that is the next generation plant will be developed. Sporophyte undergo meiosis to form spores. So meiotic cell division is taking place. So meiotic cell division taking place, as a result again this gene is converted into N. So spores are produced, again spores converted into gametophyte. So haplontic life cycle, all of you understood. So along with the haplontic life cycle, you have to draw this diagram also. This diagram also you have to draw. Cycle only, no? So it is in cyclic form only. And so that is haplontic life cycle. Haplontic life cycle is a characteristic of many algae such as Volvox, Spirogyra, and some species of Chlamydomonazoes. Many algae such as Volvox, Spirogyra, and some species of Chlamydomonazoes. Next type is on the other extreme is the type wherein diploid sporophyte is the dominant plant only. Starting from sporophyte only, that is dominant one. Diploid sporophyte is dominant. Photosynthetic independent roles. Here sporophyte is never independent. Here sporophyte is independent also. Independent means is prepare its own food, then only it can remain as independent. So it is photosynthetic, dominant. The gametophytic phase is represented by the single to fused haploid gametophyte. Single to fused gametophyte. Single to fused gametophyte. This kind of life cycle is termed as diplondic life cycle. This kind of life cycle is termed as diplondic life cycle only. Starting from diploid sporophyte only, so it is called the diplondic. If it is started from haplondic, then it is called the haplondic life cycle. So it is starting from diploid, so it is diplondic life cycle. All seed-bearing plants, that is gymnosperms and angiosperm, following this pattern. All seed-bearing plants, that is gymnosperms and angiosperms. Both gymnosperm and angiosperm following this pattern. So haplondic life cycle we learned, and now diplondic life cycle learned. So diplondic life cycle is starting from diploid sporophyte. As it is starting from diploid sporophyte, it is called a diplondic life cycle. It produces spores by meiosis. Meiotic cell division taking place means chromosome number reduced to half. As a result, this 2n will be converted into n only. 2n converted into n. So meiosis cell division only taking place. So this from this spores gametophyte will be developed means then naturally it will be haploid only because spores are haploid. So gametophyte forming from these spores are haploid. So gametophyte is doing always sexual reproduction only. Male gamete and the female gamete produces, that is gametogenesis. And this fusion of gamete is called the syngamy. As a result, a zygote will be formed. As male gamete fuses with the female gamete, zygote is 2n only, zygote 2n. So from zygote, sporophyte will be produced. Mitotic cell division only, so sporophyte is 2n. So very easy only. This one is diplondic life cycle and a haplodiplondic life cycle. And third type we are going to learn, that is bryophytes and pteridophytes interestingly exhibit an intermediate condition called the haplodiplondic life cycle. Intermediate means it is in between haplondic or diplondic life cycle. Bryophytes and pteridophytes interestingly exhibit an intermediate condition, that is haplodiplondic. Both phases are multicellular. Both phases are multicellular and often free living. However, they differ in their dominant phases. Both phases are multicellular and often free living. However, they differ in their dominant phases. A dominant independent photosynthetic thalloid or erect phase is represented by a haploid gametophyte, and it alternates with a short-lived multicellular sporophyte, totally or partially dependent on the gametophyte for its anchorage and nutrition. A dominant, independent, photosynthetic, thalloid or erect phase is represented by a haploid gametophyte, and it alternates with the short-lived multicellular sporophyte, totally or partially dependent on the gametophyte for its anchorage and nutrition. All bryophytes are present this pattern. So three type of pattern already we had learned: the haplondic life cycle, diplondic life cycle, and haplodiplondic life cycle. Both the plants are independent. They are dominant only varying in different type of plant. Gametophyte and sporophyte, both of them are gametophyte and sporophyte. See, this color given, that is haplondic, and this color, that is diploid. So it is haplodiploid. Mainly bryophytes and teridophytes follows this type of pattern of haplodiploidic. Both phases are multicellular and often free living only. However, they differ in their dominant phase. A dominant independent photosynthetic thalloid or erect phase is represented by a haploid gametophyte, and it alternates with the short-lived multicellular sporophyte, totally or partially dependent on the gametophyte for its anchorage and nutrition. All bryophytes represents this pattern only. The diploid sporophyte is represented by a dominant, independent, photosynthetic vascular plant body only. The diploid sporophyte is represented by a dominant, independent, photosynthetic vascular plant body. It alternates with multicellular, that is apophytic or autotrophic, independent, but short-lived haploid gametophyte. Such a pattern is known as haplodiploidic life cycle. Such a pattern is known as haplodiploidic life cycle. All pteridophytes exhibit this pattern. All pteridophytes are exhibiting this pattern. So interestingly, while most algal genera are haploidic, algae are fully haplodic only. Most of the algal generations are following haplodic life cycle. Some of them, such as Ectocarpus, Polysiponia, kelps are haplodiploidic. Among the algae, most algae following haplodic life cycle only, but some of them, such as Ectocarpus, Polysiponia, kelps are haplodiploidic. Fucus and algae is diploidic only. Fucus is an algae which is diploidic. These are exception only, otherwise most algae are haplodic. One example you have to learn that in biology, examples will be asked frequently. So by that we have completed this lesson. So by summarizing the lesson summary, I will say one more time to you. So this is plant kingdom includes, which are the algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm and angiosperms. Up to angiosperms only we had learned in this. Remembering algae, we started from algae, then learned different type of algae, bryophytes, then pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. Algae are chlorophyll bearing only, green in color, chlorophyll is present. So simple thalloid. What is meant by thalloid? Thalloid means the plant body which is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. The plant body which is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. Autotrophic and largely aquatic organisms. Depending on the type of pigment possessed and type of stored food, algae are classified into three classes, namely Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. Algae usually produce according to the pigment only. Color of the pigment, green colored pigment, brown colored pigment and red colored pigment. The algae usually reproduce vegetatively by fragmentation, asexually by formation of different types of spores, and sexually by formation of gametes which may show isogamy, anisogamy or ogamy. Bryophytes are plants which can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. Bryophytes are plants which can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. Their plant body is more differentiated than that of algae. Their plant body is differentiated than that of algae. It is thallus-like and prostrate or erect and attached to the substratum by rhizoids. They possess root-like, leaf-like and stem-like structures. They possess root-like, leaf-like and stem-like structures. The bryophytes are divided into liverworts and mosses. The bryophytes are divided into liverworts and the mosses. The plant body of liverwort is thalloid and root-ventral, whereas mosses have upright, slender axis bearing spirally arranged leaves. The plant body of liverwort is thalloid and dorsiventral, whereas mosses have upright, slender axis bearing spirally arranged leaves. The main plant body of a bryophyte is gamete producing and is called a gametophyte. The main plant body of a bryophyte is gamete producing and is called a gametophyte. It bears the male sex organs called antheridia. and female sex organ called the archegonia. Male sex organ is antheridia and female sex organ is archegonia. The male and female gamete produce the fusiform form zygote, which produces a multicellular body called a sporophyte. It produces haploid spores. The spores germinate to form gametophyte. About the pteridophyte also we had learned that the main plant body is sporophyte, differentiated into true root, stem and leaves. Like that also we had learned. Sporangia, which produces spores. Spores germinated to form gametophyte, which require cool damp places to grow. The gametophyte bear male and female sex organs called antheridia and archegonia respectively. Water is required for transfer of male gametes to archegonia, where zygote is formed after fertilization. The zygote produces a sporophyte. The gymnosperms are the plants in which ovules are not enclosed by the ovary wall. After fertilization, the seeds remain exposed, and therefore these plants are called naked seeded plants only. The gymnosperms produce microspores and megaspores, both the two types. So it is heterosporous. In angiosperms also, male sex organs stamen and female sex organs pistil are born in a flower. Each stamen consists of filament and anther, and the anther produces pollen grains. After meiosis, pistil consists of ovary enclosing ovules. Within the ovules, the female gametophyte or embryo sac, which contain the egg cell. The pollen tube entails the embryo sac, where two male gametes are discharged. One male gamete fuses with egg cell, and other fuses with the diploid secondary nucleus to form triploid endosperm. The phenomenon of tube fusion is called a double fertilization and is unique to angiosperms. The angiosperms are divided into two classes, dicotyledon and monocotyledon. And this alternation of generation today we had learned. I will show some slides to you. Plants, life cycles and alternation of generation. Three type pattern of plant cycles are haplondic, diplondic and haplodiplondic. Haplondic, diplondic and haplodic. Both the haploid and diploid cells are divided by mitosis. This forms haploid and diploid plant bodies. Haploid plant body, that is gametophyte, produces gametes by mitosis. After fertilization, the zygote also divides by mitosis to produce diploid plant body, that is sporophyte. This produces haploid spores by meiosis. Spores divided by mitosis to form a haploid plant body. So thus during the life cycle of any sexually reproducing plant, there is an alternation of generation between gametophyte and the sporophyte. Haplondic life cycle is shown here. Sporophytic generation is only by the zygote. Sporophytic generation is represented only by the zygote. Zygote undergoes meiosis to form haploid spores. Existence of sporophyte is not independent. Sporophytic stage is not there. It is only represented by zygote. So zygote undergoes meiosis to form haploid spores. They divide mitotically to form gametophyte. The dominant photosynthetic phase is the free-living gametophyte. Example: algae such as Volvox, Spirogyra, and some species of Chlamydia. And this is diplondic life cycle. Diploid sporophyte is the dominant one, photosynthetic, independent. Gametophytic phase is represented by the single few-celled haploid gametophyte only. Very rarely, very small representation only there. Few-celled haploid gametophyte, example an algae, fucus, all seed-bearing plants, gymnosperms and angiosperms. The gametophytic phase is few to multi-cell. Next one, it is the intermediate condition between haplondic and diplondic. It is the intermediate condition between haplondic and diplondic. Both gametophyte and sporophyte are multicellular and often free-living. Both gametophyte and sporophyte are multicellular and often free-living, but they have different dominant phases. Example, bryophytes and thermophytes. Three types. Plant life cycle only we had learned the haplontic. This diagram is important. Diagram you have to draw along with the answer. This I had already sent this PDF to you, slides to you, that you have to learn from the slides. You can understand better. It is summarized and given in the convenient way. This haplontic life cycle, then diplontic, sporophyte is the melinda. Here sporophyte is not there also. Only zygote only. And haplodic. This is the intermediate between haplodic and the diplodic life cycle. Both the gametophyte and sporophyte are multicellular and often treated. Full I will show one time some of this. So we started from plant kingdom, reclassification, you have to make it in whole. Post, you have to make it in post and see properly. Already I had sent you, then also make it in post and send. This you have to learn this, then also you will be get a good. So it is very important only. And at the same time start to write the journal also. Understood. So I think that this lesson we have completed. We will see with another lesson next session. Bye.